Hi, I'm Hazel, and it is almost Saturday. It's actually Thursday today, but tomorrow, which is Friday, the WoW Winter Veil event is starting, and I want to spend tomorrow making a video to kind of cover the 2016 Winter Veil, so I figured I would do the vlog a day early and kind of get this done out of the way. So this means that the vlog is happening right now. You are currently watching it, so there will not be a vlog tomorrow, but I will still do a live stream tomorrow afternoon. What has been going on this week? I have been, and you may have noticed, I've been all over the place this week, and not really getting a lot of videos done because of that. There's been snow, there's been holidays, and it's just videos just getting like a little bit interrupted. I'm gonna try and do better in the next week or so, but things are gonna be, it's Christmas time, there's just a bunch of stuff going on, so things are gonna be kind of crazy until like January, and sometime around New Year's I should be able to get back down into a very firm 6 videos a week schedule. Until then, I'm gonna do my best, I'm gonna get out as much as I can, but if I miss a couple days, I'm not gonna lose too much sleep over it, because you gotta do what you gotta do. Speaking of snow, it is snowy out there, which it doesn't sound that unusual, but I don't think I've seen all that much snow here in Oregon since I moved here. Back home in Canada, we used to get snow every year, and it wasn't a really big deal, but here, nobody knows what to do when it snows. Everybody pretty much just goes, well, butts, and stays home. Also winter related, the Overwatch winter event started, and we got our skins, and oh my gosh, they're beautiful. I'm really excited about a couple of them. The event runs until January the 2nd, so I have some time to play some Overwatch and like unbox them in loot boxes, but I really want, and I have the credits saved up for them, so it's not like I'm not gonna get them, but I really want Nutcracker Zenyatta and Rudolph Roadhog. Those are both like really good ones. Everything else, the other things that I wanted, I opened in loot boxes already. I really wanted the Diva victory pose where she has like the Christmas lights in her mech, and I got that one. And yeah, not too much loot for like my favorite heroes, not too much for the Mercy Ana that I usually play, but that's okay. They both got love during the Halloween event, and I'm sure there's gonna be more events. I would be very surprised if they didn't do some kind of lunar festival, sort of Chinese New Year kind of thing in January. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully they get on that for the sake of their Asian market, and for the sake of all of us that just really like the lunar festival stuff, and maybe we'll get like a nice May and like a lunar dress or something. That'd be kind of cool. What else? They have just announced recently, like within the last hour, I'm pretty sure, the release date for Nighthold. So Heroic and Normal Nighthold are going to be coming out January 17th of 2017. So the 17th of January next month, we're going to get Heroic and Normal Nighthold. Presumably Mythic and LFR will come at some point after that. So that's pretty exciting. I feel like the timing's good. My guild just cleared Heroic, hell yeah, so we're pretty much on farm for the existing content. I feel like that's a good amount of time to sit on it, especially because we're probably going to end up skipping a week or two of raid with so many raiders away on holidays anyways. But yeah, they're also putting out a couple of more nerfs into Heroic and Mythic Trials of Valor, they said next week in that same post, to kind of help people that are still struggling with it sort of get through it ahead of Nighthold. So it'll be really nice to have some new raid content. We're at the point now where we can just blow through Heroic Emerald Nightmare in like an hour, maybe an hour and a half if we're not playing very well, and then we spend the rest of the night, the rest of the raid time just clearing through Trials of Valor. So it'll be really cool to have some new stuff. I'm really excited for some of the new transmog that is actually going to come out, like the tier sets. The tier sets would look really good, and there's just like a lot of really good looking gear in Nighthold, so I'm really excited to get my hands on that. I really hope that there isn't like a time-gated attunement that I was supposed to be doing, because there is quests leading up to Nighthold and Suramar that I haven't been doing because I'm lazy, and I really hope that they're just optional. Like, I know there's a Nighthold quest chain. I just hope that you don't need to do it to actually get into the raid, because it's going to be really awkward if the raid rolls around and my guild all shows up and they summon me in and it's like, no, you can't do this. Go back and do content you're supposed to do 8 weeks ago. That would be unfortunate. So hopefully there's no attunement. I should probably look into that. But yeah, Nighthold coming on January the 17th. The 17 and the 2017 are really messing me up whenever I try and say that out loud. What else happened? Oh, I got my second legendary. I got the worst possible one. I got Zenkaram Irides Diadem, which is a headpiece. It's a Shadow Priest legendary, so it's not one of the multi-class ones, but I actually would have been better off with literally any of the other ones, except maybe an Organon's Foresight, because the one thing I can say for the helmet is it does have nice stats for me. It's got crit and haste, and I like crit and haste, but oh man, the effect is so sad. It's so you know most classes will have a utility legendary, right? This one increases the healing of my Vampiric Embrace. So a 3-minute cooldown that has like 15 seconds of uptime every 3 minutes. So not very often, like once per fight. And it's a raid healing cooldown. So it does heal me a bit, but it mostly heals other people. and it buffs that, but only if I'm in void form. It's just such a weird conditional thing on such a long cooldown. Like, you compare it with things like the Hunter Feign Death legendary, and he can feign death like every, 30 seconds, and it's not like only if you're feigning death above 50 focus, then you get the benefit. It's just, I don't know. It's disappointing, but, I mean, the positive and optimistic way to look at it is now I have that one, so I can never get it again. It's been scratched off the list. I can now have a higher chance to get all the other legendaries that don't suck. So I'll just keep living my Shadow Priest life, and I'm wearing it for now because it's my second legendary and I can't equip two. So it's not. It was an item level upgrade, but I had a really nice helmet anyways. So I just have that helmet sitting on my bank, just waiting for the day that I get a better one. But I mean, I got two, and you can't complain too much. It's really hard when you're just sitting on 1 or even 0, and you're listening to all these people that got legendaries bitch about how awful their legendaries are. It's very hard to listen to that when you don't even have them yet. So I will say that I do appreciate that I got it. It was exciting. I got it out of actually an emissary cache, which was surprising just because I hadn't seen anything good out of those yet. But I did, after complaining extensively on last week's vlog about how disappointing emissary caches are, I did actually get a legendary out of my next one, so that was kind of cool. What else have I been doing? I have been setting myself up to try and get back into Arena this season. It is Legion Season 2 started. I'm going to make a more dedicated effort. A lot of Legion Season 1 I spent kind of working on PvP, or PvE rather, and getting my Shadow Priest ready to raid and doing stuff with the guild. And I'm pretty much on more or less autopilot with PvE. I try and keep up with what's going on with my class, and I get the best gear I can. I do my emissary dailies, but I'm not out there farming Mythic Plus anymore. I'm not doing anything really crazy to try and progress my character. I'm pretty much just showing up to raid and doing my dailies. So with all that extra time, I'm trying to get better at Arena again because I really, really, really badly want to be better. And I'm so bad. So bad right now. I'm really rusty. I've been playing, and my game awareness is just awful. I've lost all of it. It feels like starting from square one again, but I know it'll come back to me. I just need to practice. I'm thinking of doing like some drills where I play some games, but I set up like a metronome kind of that like ticks every like 5 seconds or 10 seconds or whatever to remind me to check different points of my UI, because I have a problem where I'll get really panicked about like somebody's health or whatever, and I'll tunnel vision it, and then I won't notice somebody moving in to CC me, or I won't notice somebody's popped a cooldown, or I won't notice that somebody walled before I bark them, things like that. So I just need to stretch my vision a little bit and practice a lot, and it'll happen eventually. What else? Ever since I finished the Underlight Angler, I did most of it on stream. I couldn't get the weird pearl to drop on stream, but after I logged off for like an hour and came back in, it dropped for me on the first try. So if you have finished the Underlight Angler achievement and you're having a hard time fishing up that pearl, just like put it down for like an hour at least and then come back. Like don't just relog, but relog and take some time logged out. Because I got it on literally my first cast when I got back in, and I've heard that's true for more than just me. So try that. But yeah, I got my Underlight Angler, and ever since I got it, I have been really, really enjoying just fishing. I just go to, I go set myself up in the Iron Grove Retreat in Suramar, or I go to, I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's in High Mountain. It's like on the far east side of or the far west side of the map rather. And I just go fish up some salmon and some ring-scale koi, and it's not, I don't know why I do it. It doesn't really make me a whole lot of gold. It doesn't, my guild does, I'm selling the fish, so it's making me some gold, but it's not making me a lot of gold. I'm not like making food for myself. I don't have like any quotas I'm catching. It's just really, really relaxing. It's really nice to just go out there and just fish up some fish and like progress the artifact weapon. Even though the only reason to progress the fishing artifact is to fish more, and I don't need to fish. It's just really nice to do. So I've been doing that whenever I just like can't handle the thought of doing anything. I'll just log on to WoW and just like fish a little bit, and I found that to be really relaxing. So questions. For last week, we just got one, and Kemya Lee wants to know, why did you change your priest race? So I thought I talked about this on a stream or something, but I don't know if I did. I may not have. I changed my priest race. You might have noticed watching videos. I used to be a human shadow priest, and now I am a gnome shadow priest. Primarily because gnomes get a haste buff. Gnomes get, I think, 1% just extra haste. And as a shadow priest in Legion, haste is very, very important. Haste will help you get into your void form faster, let you stay in void form longer, which makes it by far our most valuable stat. So our race changed mostly for haste. I do really appreciate the escape artist racial. There's a couple different points in the raid, particularly on the dragons fight where you'll get rooted, and sometimes the healers can't get to you, especially because as a shadow priest, I'm kind of awkwardly placed between the two dragons, so I can keep dots rolling on both of them, and I can just escape artist right out of that, so that's a nice bonus, but I did it mostly for haste. and also because gnomes are just so darn cute. I really actually like my gnome model. I was concerned that because it squishes transmog down to be quite short, I wasn't going to enjoy it as much because I couldn't like dress it up the same way. But I think her transmog looks really cute on her, and I really like the noise she makes when somebody starts hitting her. And I just feel cute as a button. So I am a gnome because I like gnomes and also haste. That's the answer to that one. So if any of you guys have any questions you would like answered on a vlog, just leave them as comments on the most recent vlog. Please try and be understanding as we go forward through like the rest of December as far as videos. I'm going to do as many as I can, but it may not be 6 a week just because I've gotten really busy. So thank you guys so much for watching and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.